Dash, yeah. They can't catch up because they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
There's a line in. Check. There's a 1 to 54 line in. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Elliott running right. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 68 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath descended away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much. He's marked down at the 21-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. at the 46-yard line. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go, go, go.
Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go. 180. Check. Sunday. Squeeze, double.
Play action. Now Wentz. Rolling to his right. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Switch gears. Sunday. 80 weapon. Hey, we're good.
On first down, they run with Howard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And he's had great protection back there to throw, really been able to survey from the pocket.
That means the jersey stays clean, so the dry cleaning bill, that's reduced. It also means the trainer doesn't have to deal with him because he's not getting hit. Also means that he's able to find targets downfield at his leisure. That allows him to be really accurate.
On third down, they're running with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Single. Hey, 86. He's sneaky, guys. Watch out for 86.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Forbath will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. On play action, Wentz. Flushed out right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game? And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 23.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Or they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And Forbath will put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They go to Elliott again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And Forbath will put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And Xavier Woods with a pick.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they actually